No. That means you've not been watching our show.
Okay. I have been.
You've never noticed.
No.
Have you watched on YouTube?
No.
You've not been watching.
Maybe that's why.
Because you've just been seeing some of our clips.
Yeah.
So if you had been watching our YouTube page, you would have noticed that we would usually come up with a ritual with this.
Okay, so you excited?
So now the idea, like I was saying before, the idea is we say it, Austin, and if Dave were to be here, it would have like be so like crowded. You get me? Like, but now
like three people do saying at the same time in unison. It's always like that.
You get me? So whenever we do it, like our guests, they usually feel like, oh, what's this? And that's the reaction we like to get. You get me?
Okay.
So now you get the check, right?
I got it. Yeah.
So it's the A team. You say Ahu. Then the G4 squad. You say yes sir. You got me?
I get that.
Okay. The A team is here. Ahu. And the G4 squad were back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Man, this guy's a very smart dude. I mean, he just caught up right on. I don't know, I think he's a smart guy. His IQ is like...
He's a smart guy. He took Young a couple of minutes before he was sinking.
Like, I don't know, it took forever. So, yeah, this is what we usually do. And we have a Veb Trippin'
in the building.
Hope I'm not like murdering the name. Veb Trippin' is my homie anyway. I'm just kidding. Trying to tease him a little bit. Veb Trippin' is in the building with us. Thank you very much for showing up.
Thank you so much.
And coming. We invited you and you showed up. And that's good. Good looking out. Right?
That's the spirit of brotherhood.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
So like,
thank you for inviting me. Now
show.
the sauce be that.
Nigga was tripping.
Yeah, so we're back on the show. So just let's kick in. I mean, a situation occurred, early, like the earliest of this week, right?
Yeah.
And it was about
Kizz Daniel.
Kizz now, not Kizz, right? Kizz Daniel and his management team.
Yeah.
You know, the allegedly, not allegedly, has been confirmed that he was paid in Tanzania to perform, but one way or the other, as soon as the news broke out, it was said that he couldn't perform because of his necklace, his chain, right? So and that became a thing, and everybody was just like roaring and just saying, complaining and giving their own opinion and thoughts, you get me? And so later on, so first and foremost, I'd like to say, like, what do you guys think about it? Because the show promoter, right, or organizer, right, was the one to come out first, to cry out loud.
Yeah.
And he was literally crying on Daddy Fraser's show, right? Yeah. And that became very, very viral. And it was emotional to, if you have not gotten the whole body, the story like behind it, right, you would just get emotional as well and say, why would he not perform just because he forgot like his chain in what country?
Tanzania.
No,
Uganda.
he was in a particular Uganda, yeah. So he was in Uganda a night before he performed. So arriving, Tanzania, it was discovered that one of his luggage, was missing and his chain was inside. And so because of that was what was rumored, right? And he couldn't perform. What do you guys think? Before the real news came out, what do you guys think?
At first, no matter how much love you have for Kizz Daniel, there was no how to justify that. Like, you couldn't perform at the show because of a necklace. I don't know, man. I saw a video of Rema performing at Australia. He didn't have no shirt on.
Burna Boy
could perform with a pants. It's not when people come pay to watch you perform. They're not coming to watch your dress. They're not coming to watch your swag.
No. I mean, swag is part of the craft as well.
I know. But that's not your first show. You've been dripping on shows here and there. People have come out to see you do that song that's trending right now. They've come to see you. Even if it's a bathroom slippers you are with on the stage. People know you've got money now. They know. So the fact that they are just seeing you on that stage should be enough. They wouldn't be looking at your chains though. You know, right?
Yeah.
Nobody will be looking at your chains like what type of shoes you're putting on. Everything you do right now, because you are the rave of the moment, whatever it is that you do,
Facts.
is it.
Facts.
So when I heard the news at first, before the real news came out, I was like, nah, this is wrong. This is wrong. You could have.
Yeah, I got, emotional.
So
with it as well.
it wasn't even being emotional. I was just like, the thing is, if you've been paid to perform for a show,
You should perform.
You should perform. And if you are going to like push dates, because I think artists put that in the contract they sign, if you are going to push dates of the event, like I wouldn't be able to turn over the performance today. It's not going to be on that day that you want to push the date.
See.
It could be like, say, okay, let's say you don't have the grace of the whole day, maybe hours, maybe 5-6 hours before the event. Put the word out to the organizers. Look, we won't be able to give you this performance. Then the organizers will put a word out to people that have bought tickets. They were expecting a show that night, so people would have stayed back at their home and expecting a new date for the performance. That was what I thought. I wasn't judging him, but I felt if you got paid to perform, you should perform. It's just like you giving a job to somebody and they're not doing it after you've paid them. How would you feel?
You know that.
I'm not even being emotional or sentimental or anything, but fact, if you got paid to do something, you gotta do it no matter what. And if you can't do it, no matter the circumstances, it is your fault. That's it. That's it. That was my thought.
100. So what do you guys think? What do you think, Fab?
Well, it's straight up like the way you just explained.
How did you feel the first time when you heard the news?
Well, funny enough, I'm not big on viral news. Like when
But you heard about it.
I actually heard,
it became a thing.
But I can't say I want to place my hand on what actually happened. Like I can put, a mark on it. But then as the thing went on, I think I, started putting pieces together. So, just like Josie said, it doesn't make any sense for you to go to be invited to a show, and you can't make it. And at that point, you are saying, okay, because of a chain,
you are not going to be able
you can imagine. And just like the last analogy you made, it's just like someone saying, okay, I know you're an expert in this line.
craft, yeah.
Now I want you to do something for me. Now, because I don't want you to mess my thing up, I paid you up front.
Of course.
Do you get? I paid you up front so that you won't have any reason to tell me.
Right?
Do you understand? Then the day comes and you're saying, maybe let's take for example, maybe you're a fashion designer, and then you say, do you know what? The needle I would have liked to use for you, that needle, I can't find it. And the person comes on the day wants to collect the clothes or something. So I'm here now. That needle, I'm really sorry, but do you, it's going to be very crazy. Anything you see, even at that point, just take it. Just take it. Well, then I think I heard you saying before the real news came out.
Yeah.
What? First of all, I think I had someone talking about. He came out, then he spoke, he explained or something.
No, I think that was his road manager. His brother.
I think yesterday also.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
So because the guy told me today, like, how sure are we that is not damage control? How sure are we?
But the show organizer too was on the forum. Yeah.
So that means he lied.
The show organizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because according to
the show organizer lied. If the show organizer was there,
he was
whilst
the road manager was.
So the show organizer sat there. Where Kizz Daniel
was actually
addressing
call online. They called in. They were the show organizers, right? Were the ones that asked for to give clarity on the whole thing on the Phrases show.
Okay, I want to get something. Where did Kizz Daniel make the remark? Where did he, talk about the event?
Apparently, he apologized first.
Yeah, where?
I think in Tanzania, and he has promised to
a
free show.
Yeah, I heard that, but I want to be sure of something. I want to be sure it's not damage control. I want to be
wouldn't say-
sure
yeah, I wouldn't say
they've
damage
not,
control.
done something behind the scene, if you get what I'm saying.
But here's the fact, right? If it is damage control, then I don't think the show organizer should have been present
That's what I'm
in
saying.
that interview.
So
So,
maybe-
what you're saying is they might have settled it back. But then again, yeah.
Maybe
like,
some powers.
We can't get
Maybe some powers that be
Yeah.
actually told the guy that, okay, this is how the thing has gone.
But I think if
don't
you
worry,
have come,
this guy said
if
he
you're the-
would.
Sorry to cut you. I think if you're someone who has accused someone of them doing you wrong, and when the other person is now claiming to be right, I don't think you would just sit there and take it.
No, think about it this way. Is it possible for you to go against someone that big without
That's what I'm
without
saying.
lies?
No,
I mean,
we
with
can't
lies.
we can't say some. Wait,
Is
wait,
it possible?
I don't. Well, I don't.
See, that's because if it takes him to the law, I mean, if it takes him to the court, that's prejudice.
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yeah, that was what. Because
So-
I think I was showing you the clip.
So,
yesterday, right?
so thinking about
because
the thing
sorry,
over and over
in the
again.
contract it stated that, according to the road manager, right, that in the contract that they had an agreement that if they can't perform that day, they can postpone until the next day.
Did they do it?
So that was when everything was now getting clearer. But you didn't say that, like the organizer, right? You didn't say that when you came out, lashing out. And
I think
Did Kizz Daniel tell him before the day that he wasn't going to be able to perform?
I don't think so.
So if he didn't tell him, I don't like. Are you trying to cover Kizz Daniel? I'm trying to be neutral. Do you understand? Like as much as possible, but I'm still trying to be humane because I'm seeing these people as just normal people. Now, not Kizz Daniel as by Kizz Daniel. Kizz Daniel, I like him. I like his songs and everything. But I want to be sure that if someone is doing something wrong, we need to really, really make it known.
yeah, I get it.
Do you understand? So if something happened and maybe behind the scenes, this guy went behind to meet the guy, that's not wrong. Because you've identified something you've done wrong.
Yeah.
Abi?
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think it would be bad for him to have probably consulted some powers that be that he feels like would be able to talk to that guy. And at that point, the guy mellowed and he now flowed with everything they were saying
Yeah.
based on okay.
But this is your assumption, though. This is you assuming.
It's not only an assumption. I'm taking everything together because at the end of the day, if the guy would the guy have lied against him?
I mean, he was overwhelmed.
He didn't lie though.
He didn't
it's
lie.
It's just that
He was
hid,
overwhelmed,
He
yeah.
wasn't. He hid some information,
Yeah.
which I felt at that point there was no need to
say
actually
that.
bring out that information.
Because
I
think
think
about it. That's my point.
Had it been, I said we were having this discussion all week long. I said, if we are going to push dates, it's not going to be like 3 hours before the events like they did. I think they started having the issue from maybe some 3 hours to the event.
And bro, let's take into cognizance there are early birds. You know that at events,
Yeah,
there are some people that want to come early.
that's what you see.
So if someone had come like 5 hours before the show, and you at 3 hours before the show, you are saying no, and before you come around to sing or to do anything you want to do, there would be upcoming artists.
Performing. And
There would be some other people that would have come before you. It's just like UFC night. There's a main card,
Yeah, that's
but
the
there will
main
be
event.
some people that will come before you. So in that point, is that? Do you actually feel that was the best time
To
push dates.
come out
to
push
push
dates.
like hours before? Does it make
Yeah,
any sense?
yeah, no.
If you were a businessman, if you were the organizer,
Yeah.
how would you have sorted the?
I think I would have reacted just like he did, the show organizer, right? I would have flared up as well, right? So whenever situations like this come up, right, I usually, lay back to want to get the full picture of what actually went down, right? So when he said that Kizz couldn't perform, I was mad as well at Kizz Daniel, right? Because we all like his music, right? Yeah, I do as well. He's a great talented guy. So when the news came out, I was like, no, you shouldn't have done that because of a chain. And the guy was like, he begged him to come perform. Like they got maybe some costume or whatnot, something. They had to persuade him, right, to, just to plead with him that he should just come out like that, right? Which was cool, which was all right. Yeah, so it was only natural for me to get like pissed. Like, why would they even beg you? And
after you got paid,
at the end of the day, you still disappoint them.
Yeah, 60,000. I think they paid him like
$60,000 or something.
They paid 56 already.
Okay, wait, like, bro, you paid $56,000 out of $60,000.
No, I think everything is supposed to be 64. Okay,
Wait,
so they paid 60.
Remaining
$4,000.
Now, for a show,
that's about 98% of
bro,
98%, or even 99.
bro.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. Yeah.
And at that point,
It's our fault. Yeah, I get it.
At the
Like,
point
it's
you
our
were
fault. You
taking the
should be
money, there
crucified.
was nothing you said to the organizers.
It's not even about that. See, there were, like I said, let's say you are booked for the whole month. All right. I was asking him, like, is it possible for you not to take all the bookings? Like every time they reach out to your management, like, okay, there should be like an interval. Let's say I perform 5 days in a week. Let's take 2 days off. But he said something which I agreed. He said, as at the time that like you are the wave of the moment, that is when you rake in all the cash, all the money. And there are some offers that will be too good for you to turn down, no matter how exhausted you might be.
Yeah.
He has been on, let's say, a world tour. All right. And let's not forget, this is not the first time from last month till now that Kizz Daniel is having an issue with turning up late and blah blah blah. I wasn't going to mention that though, but I'm saying, like we later heard in the information that came out, like their flight at Uganda got delayed for about 8 hours for them.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, after the performance in Uganda the other night, at least maybe he'll be looking at like a window of maybe 5 to 6 hours to get a rest. So now you are at the Uganda airport. Your flight is delayed 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Why not put a word out there to Tanzania? Or even if it's just even if it's just 30 minutes that your flight got delayed, put a word out there like, guys, we don't know what's going on, our flight just got delayed, so that by the time it's 3-4 hours and then you're still there, they can put a word out to their clients like, look, our artist got delayed at the Uganda airport. It might not be able to be so people will understand in advance. Not that when they got there 3 hours to the show, it's now you are not even talking about the contracts then. That we already told you in the contract that if we are not going to perform today, then we perform another day. That wasn't said on that particular night.
Before
it was after they were being dragged.
No, but we shouldn't ignore that. Actually,
I'm not ignoring.
Yeah.
I'm saying
that fact.
Yeah, it's
because it's a statement.
It is a statement.
No, nobody is ignoring it.
Yeah.
He's saying before the night, you were thinking about your flight.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
You got delayed.
You were being delayed. It's not like the delay, interval has passed. It nobody say you don't pass that time. Like you were still in the moment that time. He is now saying, what happened? Why didn't you put out a word at that point?
As early as possible.
So it's not like it's not like you're trying to annul.
I agree to that as well. Like you should have put word out.
Them saying it is in the contract that if they cannot perform the day they can push it to the next. Still, it is an agreement. It's going to be a verbal agreement. It's not like it didn't come to Tanzania. That would have been a different thing. It was at the venue.
You got to the venue.
You were going to perform. Whatever it is that went down, I don't know. They said it got emotional. Somebody can be like mentally stressed and all that. But the thing is, in the line of business, matter of fact, in the platform of life, emotions have no base at all. Emotions have no place. When you are dealing business, nobody gives a fuck about your emotions. No, is, let's agree that he was mentally stressed. I understand. It's a tough thing being at the top, being the number one. He is the most booked artist right now. I give him to you for that. But I'm saying every fault for the flop of that show came from Kizz Daniel's camp.
Yeah.
Put a word out. It's not until the dying minute of the event that you now try to activate that clause in that contract, saying if you are not going to.
No, definitely. If someone is, attacking you, you would have to fight back.
But the person was just.
Why are you fighting back? There's something. See, there's.
You have to fight back.
No.
You have to like.
No, there was no fight back.
No, them saying that it was stated in the contract is a fight back.
It's not a fight back because it doesn't make sense at that point.
No, it still does. It's still valid.
It doesn't make any.
Valid.
It doesn't make any sense. Read my list. It doesn't make any sense.
At that point.
At that point.
The second day of the event.
Why are you fighting back? I don't understand. See, this is life. Like, you want to be reasonable. Okay, you said you're emotionally, stressed. You want people to reason with you at that point, just like you said. But you don't want to reason with someone. Okay, do you know how many hours it took? And they were anticipating the biggest artist on that show. And you're saying they want to fight.
It was at the venue.
See, no, wait, right? This is where I am going to agree with what you said, which is, as contract, right? You're supposed to
put a word out.
Please, calm down. So you're supposed to put a word out to your team and your organizers or whatnot, just to alert the people that there is a flight delay, and meaning we might push the
event.
Time.
There's a probability that
there's a probability that we'll push the time further, just to make sure that everybody gets satisfied with what they have come for. But that is that, and that has happened. We can crucify him and do anything and judge him for whatever it is. He deserves it. I get that part. But where it now became,
I've been waiting for that.
Where it now became different was getting another information. And what you said, like I said, it might be based on assumption. Just because you perceive Kizz to be bigger than the organizers, right? Like he's a bigger.
I never said that.
No. Like I guess that was what you were insinuating. That because
what was the context?
Yeah, that because Kizz is big, that the powers that be might have,
No, I wasn't even talking about him. It means you didn't get what I was saying. Powers that be as per people outside that could, talk to the guy, tame him, let him calm down.
You mean the organizer,
reason,
right?
Yes, no. Reason with him. So that's like, you should understand.
Meaning defending Kizz Daniel, right?
Not defending. Do you think it makes sense for anybody to defend him?
Now, it's not. Adebayo is just that guy, the organizer, and just Kizz. Would have been like a simple thing, but there are corporate organizers who invested into this particular
even
event.
In that country.
That's what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, one of the informations I got is that the guy is a Nigerian, right?
Yeah, he is now.
Now he created a music app that was supposed to use that event to launch.
Can you imagine?
That was his first ever show.
Can you?
So
imagine?
that thing could actually ruin the guy's career.
Ruin him.
Whatever sorry show that apologetic show that Kizz Daniel might put up now performing. I don't understand the part where they're saying he's going to perform for free. Is he returning the money that was paid before? Is he refunding them? No.
Everybody would be allowed back in people who have got the tickets.
Then it's not a free show. It is not a free show because they already paid.
Yeah. I don't have a deep.
Nah, that's not even.
But
that's
the
not
thing
even.
is, the people who have got the ticket before, they will be present, and then just to appease to the whole.
Do you know what they did? Do you know what the people did? They broke things at the event center.
Well,
that's another busy.
You see, they broke. So that's
like
another
I'm trying
busy.
to see where you are going to.
No, where?
No. You have to understand.
You have to see
now.
it
There is a contract.
Like what?
There is actually a contract.
Okay.
I say if we cannot perform today, they are justified. It is stated in the
who is justified?
As in the contract is going to justify the actions from the camp of Kizz Daniel. Like if we are not going to perform and not be able to perform today, we can perform the next day. It is legally binding.
It's stated there.
Okay.
It is stated. So now we could not perform today, so we perform tomorrow. That's it. The agreement, the contract. No, I'm saying. Let me make it clear. I'm just trying to like find the way to justify the actions.
There's
Though
no way
to
you're
me,
going to justify.
no, there is a contract.
No, there is a contract. Now, why would you say
you
this?
see,
There's
They-
no
that was the same
There's
thing.
no
That
way.
was the same thing. But Daddy Freeze said.
The
Daddy
truth
Freeze
is,
said.
there's no way, because shall I say why?
Yeah,
Shall
go
I say
ahead.
why? Like, we've been on the wavelength. You understand? Like, this kind of forum is to agree to disagree,
Yeah,
and
def,
learn
def,
and unlearn.
def.
If they file a lawsuit against him, that contract is going to be against him.
It's 80%.
Well, I mean, the clause
you've been
of
talking about-
wait.
You've been talking about how there's a contract. Now you wrote a contract. What did you do before what happened? Did you tell the organizers?
Yes,
oh,
he did.
when did he do?
That he will
When
not
did
be
he
able
do?
to perform.
Why? You,
No,
why?
that, okay.
Why?
that,
Why? You
wait.
lying?
What I'm saying is the well, according to
Why are you saying it?
Wait,
Bro,
chill,
it
chill.
did not do anything.
Okay, I
it
agree.
did not.
Okay, I
don't,
agree he did it.
Don't even try to.
But what I'm
like,
saying is they were aware that there was a flight delay.
What are you saying? Does that mean that?
That's
I'm not
still-
saying. I'm
like,
not
what are
justifying-
you saying?
I'm not justifying
It's you.
him, right?
What you are saying, ba, like, is going way out of the context that is on ground. Someone called someone. Okay, like, you called me. What's up? Where you dey? And I'm telling you, I'm at so. Then I come around. When I come around, and you're saying, "But I thought you told me you were at this place." Now, putting the context, like, don't you understand? They are two very
What you're
different things.
saying, I can see it clearly. But this is my argument. My argument is he arrived in the country and was in the hotel, like that was probably close to the venue, right?
Yeah.
And the manager, right, the organizer, chill, let me learn, went in to talk to him. So whatever they discussed, we don't know.
Who said he went in?
Yes, no, that
chill
was-
now.
no,
That's
that
the
was-
information,
that's the
right?
Who
That's
said
it.
that?
That's the information.
Wait,
It's on
the
the
information
guy
is
came on Daddy
he got
Freeze live
there
too.
1:30. I say 1:30, an hour 30 minutes before the show.
Who?
Kizz.
That was when he arrived at town.
He arrived
At
at
the-
the hotel like one and
I
a
thought you
half
said- I
hours.
thought you guys said 3 hours.
No, as in he got into Tanzania 3 hours.
Then
Before?
arrived.
I arrived at that hotel.
The information I've
Yes, it's been
somehow right now.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys don't even get.
See,
what-
No,
he arrived,
no, he
at,
arrived
the
at the
event
ho- the
center
event.
close 1 hour 30 minutes to the
Before,
show.
yeah.
Okay.
So the
So
guy
when he
had to
arrived,
go
what
in.
happened?
The guy
So
had
that
to
was
go
the
in.
moment where he begged him that he should perform regardless. So news now came out. This is what I'm saying, like
Who? The guy said he went to beg him.
Yes.
Okay.
that he should perform, right? Then while they were having that interview,
So
on,
since you know that, sorry, please.
Okay.
Since you know that, what did Kizz Daniel now say?
well, the road manager, right?
Please don't tell me you don't know that one.
Wait, chill now. The road manager, something happened. There was another discussion, right? According to the road manager, right? That Kizz was willing to perform.
But what happened?
Only God knows.
He didn't end up performing, Sha.
I hope you don't get it. Okay.
That was no. See, there were a whole lot of what I just feel about the Kizz Daniel. Was it the camp of Kizz Daniel is the fact that the only thing I would say is they should have put a word out. See, Veb, the contract is this. There's a whole lot of twists to a legal agreement. If it wasn't stated, if there was no clause in the contract that says, if I'm not going to be able to perform, I will tell you. That's another twist to it. If I will not be, if we can't perform today, we can perform tomorrow. That is a clause. Now, the clause that the organizer might want to trigger is maybe it is stated in the agreement that if you will not be able to perform, tell me beforehand.
Bro.
There can be. I'm telling you, there could be.
Should I tell you the truth?
There could be like twists and
doesn't-
twists.
it doesn't
Everybody will
matter-
go into that deal.
Wait.
Bro.
To that agreement.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if the guy said it or not. That guy will pay for money he cannot even imagine.
I'm just telling you.
No, you don't understand. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Like, you get two scenarios now. That okay, there's one that they already put it as a clause that if you can't perform today,
You tell me. beforehand.
No.
No, that's one. I gave you two.
Okay. Did you say that?
I said, if it is stated in the agreement that if you will not be able to perform, you will tell me beforehand so that we can put word out. That's a clause. Another one is the Kizz Daniel camp we use.
Let me now bust
we
your
put
head.
it. Let me learn.
Okay.
The where the Kizz Daniel camp will have a defense is them saying
That
it
clause.
is that clause that if you can't
States
perform,
that if we can't perform today, like would reschedule
where
for tomorrow.
you are saying if they go to court,
Yeah.
straight up the organizer will know.
Let me tell you.
No, I've been in this kind of like Lego. There can be a whole lot. It could just be a word or a
Yeah.
letter
Yeah.
in a legal agreement that will trigger the to the favor of one person and be against another.
Of course.
So I'm saying,
That's my
I mean,
point.
they will
like
both
say let's be
hire
like
a lawyer.
you are
That is my
you are
point.
talking about being humane right now. Okay, being humane. You are not going. Your flight got delayed, right? Tell me beforehand. But if you are going to like go like the full
Wait.
strength of the law, Kizz Daniel might win the case.
No.
Because what did
I
Daddy
want,
Frey
to,
say?
I want to ask both of you.
My brother, you didn't tell me there was this in the contract.
Who said that?
Daddy
Yeah.
Freeze, he said the organizer didn't mention it before
When
that it was
he
in the
came out.
contract.
Wait, please. Wait. I want to ask you guys a question.
Nobody is supporting Kizz Daniel.
Wait. No. Wait. You are trying to say you would win. I want to ask you a question.
just saying,
I,
you
want,
know,
I mean-
I want to ask you a series of
You
questions.
could, you
I want to
could.
ask you a series of questions that will actually, let you see where I'm coming from. The guy, the
Organizer.
organizer,
Right.
that was the clause they had. But now I want to ask. You said Kizz Daniel was there 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah. At the venue.
What did he go and do at the
Hotel
venue
room or something.
when he knew he was not going to perform?
He said?
What did he go and do at the venue when he knew he was not going to perform?
that's-
One,
yeah,
chill.
alright.
Two, you said when he was in Uganda, his flight was delayed.
Yeah.
How many hours?
8.
About
About 8.
7, 8, thereabout. I don't know.
At
Not
that
for sure.
point, do you think if, of course,
but do you
wait, let me finish, please. He knows about the clause.
He probably doesn't. Yeah.
He
Probably
would.
does it, but
He would.
there's no way he would.
He has different managers.
There's no way he
lawyers,
would.
so-
So don't you think that
So,
don't you
my
think
question
his
is-
team would have reached out to the organizers that they're
Don't
like,
you think? Like,
Yeah.
is that a tenable?
No, what I'm saying is, don't you think they would have like got
reached out.
informed those guys that we're getting delayed here? You don't think so?
If that's my point, I said
Uh-huh.
if they had reached out, did they just tell him, "Oh, we are getting delayed, though. We will not be able to perform," or did they say, "We are coming now"? But we are just trying to tell you that we are being delayed. I don't know if you understand me.
I understand.
So now this is 8 hours before the show. If he used that 8 hours, if the organizer used that 8 hours, that okay, due to unforeseen contingencies, we would not be able to. 8 hours is cool. 8 hours is a long enough period to tell someone something up front.
Wait,
Chill,
I think- yeah.
chill. Now, you did not say anything before you left Uganda. You went to Tanzania. You got to Tanzania. 1 hour 30 minutes before the time.
yeah,
What
we
was
all
that?
know that fact.
What was
If
that
you
given?
didn't say
Wait,
anything.
what was that given to the organizer? That okay, there's hope. Yes or not?
Of course.
So if you got there and you are still giving stories of,
Let's not go off track, right?
Bro, we are not going off track.
Wait. Let's come back home.
I want you to answer the questions I asked you though.
Let's not go off track. Like I was saying, the fact still remains that right. He got there. He was there. So now, what happened? What made him did not perform is what is, very unclear right now.
Is what is making me mad.
Yeah, that's you. You have the right to be mad or to
Bro,
get mad because you're putting yourself
you had
in the
8
shoe of
hours.
the
I don't.
organizer.
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
understand.
You
I
had
already
8
said all
hours.
this.
Yeah, I get it.
No, you are saying it will win. The court will ask you.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
The
saying.
court will ask you questions. You had
said-
8
I didn't
hours.
say you-
Yeah, they too. They would, come up with their
I didn't
own.
say-
With what?
clause
With what?
that It was stated in the contract that if they couldn't.
So did
perform
you tell
that,
him when you called him?
That's what I'm saying. Now.
That's how you lose. That's how he's going to lose.
Verb, this is what I'm saying.
Wait, you. So, what I was saying is, the argument or the debate is that Kizz was present in Tanzania and was present at the event. So what now happened that made Kizz Daniel not perform? So that's the argument right now. And we don't necessarily know what really went wrong. Nobody knows.
There's a whole
The
lot.
guy, the organizer, chill. The organizer came out, cried out loud. We all heard, right? Then the road manager came with the organizer back on the same show to say things that was contradictory.
show?
Yeah, the same show.
At the party.
No. The guy came on Daddy Fraser's show to complain, right?
Yeah.
With the organizer and Kizz Daniel.
Wait, the organizer came first
Yeah.
to
It was a live video, live
was live,
session.
right?
Okay.
Then later, which was yesterday, the organizers themselves, I think they reached out to Daddy Freeze that they want to have like
They
what's
cleared
it called?
the air
Like
talk.
to clear everything, right? So they invited
Kizz Daniel's road
Kizz Daniel's road manager.
Where was Kizz Daniel?
He doesn't have to be involved. All he needed to do was, give an apology statement
and I
for
think he did.
disappointing. So any other
So
thing
what
that
was the need for the interview?
Clear the
to
air
clear the air now of what really happened, or what really went down.
Now I'm saying,
Don't you get it?
I'm saying, in the clause, in the contract, it is stated that if the camp of Kizz Daniel, if Kizz Daniel would not be able to perform that day, they can shift it and perform the next day. That is the clause which will favor Kizz Daniel as a camp.
Exactly.
Now, the organizers, if it is stated, which I don't think so, or it might be stated in the contract that if you will not be able to perform, you will tell me beforehand. You will tell me probably a day before. That is the clause that will help the organizers. But Kizz Daniel's camp will stand on the fact that it is included in the contract that if we can't perform today, we can perform the next day. And they didn't perform that day. They can perform the next.
And the organizer was asked.
Wait.
The organizer
Someone
was,
says.
wait, chill.
Wait, chill now. Like,
Oh, got you.
chill.
Go. We needed to wrap up.
Someone says because you stated something in a contract and you want to hold on to that fact,
Because it's a contract.
and you think it makes sense to just hold on
It might not make sense,
Bro,
but you
it
have
will
to
not
do-
make
it's-
sense
It's their defense.
to people.
That is no, it might
It
not
will
make sense.
in the
a whole lot of
courts.
a whole lot of things. And
Bro.
it is what you can prove in court.
No, you cannot.
It is. See,
What was the 8
don't let
hours
us go
for
there.
now?
no, see all those things.
Okay, wait.
When it's now come
This
to
is
court.
where I want to let you know that
Okay.
how would it be proven in the court when you have people waiting
That is
for
what
this
I'm
person?
saying. That is what I'm saying.
No, it's not what you are saying. You are,
What I'm
you are-
saying
you are
is-
saying they can be
Verb,
justified.
verb.
I'm
What I'm
saying
saying
what
is-
would happen to
Wait, verb. What I'm saying is, if it is included in the contract,
Is it easy?
Wait.
Is it easy for you to just say, oh, because it was stated in the contract that if we cannot do today, okay, you cannot do that day, then shift it. Shift it ahead so that people at the event.
Isn't that what I've been saying?
Yeah, no, that's it.
Isn't that what I've been saying?
Chill.
No, it's
I'm
not
not
what you've
saying-
been
no,
saying.
that's what I've been saying.
No. You are trying to
I
say
said
that
no.
after this thing had happened, though, so they can still come out
Now I'm
to
telling
say
you,
it is wrong.
You know who came out with this information that it is included in the contract?
The same
It was now their Kizz Daniel's fan. The organizers came out first. He didn't talk about this information at first, of which he should have,
Exactly.
No.
but he didn't. He held back that particular information.
No, he didn't. He didn't need to because
He needed to.
no, he did not.
If you are- no.
This is why he didn't need to.
What did
If-
Daddy Free say? Daddy Free said, "Oh my brother, when the road
He
manager
didn't tell
mentioned-
him. Is that the freeze the
Wait,
judge? I don't
wait,
understand.
you don't
Like,
get-
Brought-
you
they
don't
brought
get
the whole
it.
thing to him.
You
Okay,
don't.
wait.
If you brought an argument, if you brought an accusation,
Wait.
you should bring out every fucking information.
No. At
should.
that point, no.
You only
At
said
that
things. Everybody
point,
got mad at
at
this
that
time.
point,
I mean-
at that point, the only thing that mattered to him because of the money he has spent,
Yeah.
because of everything that he has spent, and because of people that were depending on him,
Exactly.
that
He got emotional,
and because of this guy, this guy, we are banking on you to do this, to pull this off. Now the person was now banking on to pull that off for him so that he can have a stay, so that he can have a strong hold in Tanzania. That person was now messing him up, and you're trying to tell me that
see,
it was going
you
to
are
be
getting
cool.
it all wrong.
What would happen to those people? Okay, what? Okay, if okay, for an event, there's always like a pioneer.
Yeah.
What would happen to his brand from then on?
I know all those things.
Those people cannot hear his name again
here.
at that point. I want to say so anything at that point you can't say he will put that clause. There's no clause. There was no need for it.
I mean,
nobody here is against everything you are saying. I'm saying now.
You are saying Kizz Daniel's camp will win. I'm emphatically saying that they cannot.
Now you agree. You've agreed that Kizz Daniel is wrong.
We all agree.
And, wait. And he should be.
I don't think you guys agree 100%, especially you.
That he's wrong.
Yeah, because you said they can fight.
What did I say from the first?
I said chill.
No.
I said they have the right to defend themselves.
What you said from the start. I know we were getting each other now.
Yeah.
But at the point where you said they can come out and say there is a clause, I'm saying it again.
See, when you analyze stuff like this, you can't be like
he's wrong.
100%.
He's wrong.
He's wrong. He will also have a defense.
Exactly.
They didn't need to mention anything about the contract,
bro.
They were I think the camp of Kizz Daniel felt too much pressure, or they weren't doing them enough justice. Like the whole contract. See, if you are
not doing
wait, the organizers. If you are accusing me of something, you shouldn't hold anything back. No information's held back. You say everything so that by the time I come out, I wouldn't even have anything to say.
Wait.
He said it all. I wouldn't be able to deny.
I'm sorry. Wait.
What did that
thinking
say?
about this thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
I'm not justifying it.
I'm saying, thinking about what you're saying now.
Yeah.
That there's a clause. Do you think if he had actually said this thing, anything would have changed?
Now people would have now say, so what's the raking about?
They are stupid.
People would.
They are stupid because everybody has an adventure. Everybody has a venture. Everybody has a business that they do. We analogized now.
Are you saying
in the beginning?
Are you saying the camp of Kizz Daniel shouldn't have defended themselves in any way?
They should have.
That's why I said. That's why I said.
That's what
they were trying to do. They were trying to do it. Damage.
However,
control.
The damage has been done.
Damage control. That's what they were doing. Their damage control is even digging more holes with them.
Which is cool.
It's digging more holes for them.
How?
Okay, you said you had a contract, you had a clause, you had a
stop
condition.
People from inviting
now,
Kizz Daniel.
See, let me tell you something.
What are you saying?
What am I saying?
You are talking about Kizz Daniel. Someone is spending $60,000 on someone.
T-Bone,
people will come. Okay, like in Nigeria now, you go to shows now.
We know
they've
as soon as Daddy Freeze heard this thing, it was the intermediary.
Wait.
All right.
Let's leave it at that. I get what you're saying there, right? What you're saying is Kizz Daniel is wrong.
We know, we agree. Right?
He's absolutely wrong. I agree. Wait. Chill, let me land. I agree, he's wrong, right? Where you are holding him, accountable right now, right? I don't know. Is that expression right?
Yeah.
Is that he failed to send a message out to the country and to the organizers.
This is what we said from the start.
That he was getting delayed. Yeah.
Wait, let's not make something up.
Right.
My problem with Kizz Daniel, I think we already sorted the fact that Kizz Daniel did this and his people, him and his people, they were on the wrong. I think we already agreed.
Yeah, we agree.
But what actually made us start, going back and forth was first when you said they can put up a fight. And
they have every right to defend themselves. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't make any sense.
Wow,
you don't agree.
You don't have to agree.
You don't
with
agree.
That. But the thing is, defend themselves.
They would.
Yeah, that was what
No. Wait, but did they defend themselves?
They did by saying there was a contract.
They were only trying to play emotional.
No.
I mean,
However-
damage control. Now
Damage control,
that is where I got. That's where I
That
got.
was emotional. The organizer was being emotional by holding back that.
I mean,
No.
the
I said damage
organizer,
control.
right? He
I meant to say
had-
damage.
Wait, he had
Like-
every right.
You understand?
To, show
I
off.
understand. I was the first time I heard it, I was asking. I was like, what the?
Wait, I think wait, in fact,
You don't understand the
let's put
clause
this
I'm
this way.
talking about.
Let's put it this way. I
You
understand
understand?
the clause
No,
you're
you
talking
don't.
about.
You don't. If you
Lawsuit
do-
doesn't work the way you are saying.
I've not been in a lawsuit before. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying
that is what I'm telling
I'm
you.
saying
A single word in a lawsuit. You might read a lawsuit and be like, it's in my favor. And then the defendant will use a single word.
You even said something the other time. You said,
What did I say?
okay, what was in the lawsuit was that, if you cannot perform today, we'll perform.
No,
Wait,
I'm not telling
done.
you. I'm not telling you that I have what is written in the contract.
But
I'm
you
saying
said
if
that's
there
what
is-
they said.
This is the contract
No,
that we heard.
Okay,
This is the contract that we heard.
let me even let you say.
If we cannot perform today, we can perform tomorrow.
Which I think is a
Okay.
powerful contract.
That's a powerful
Agreement,
contract.
right?
Now, they could not perform. They didn't perform that day. However, they can perform the next day. They are still on point with the contract. They have not breached anything.
Exactly.
Now I'm saying,
How were the supposed crowd supposed to take that?
look,
Wait,
it doesn't matter.
people.
It doesn't matter.
It's
It doesn't
nobody's
matter.
business.
On that case, I rest my
It
case.
is nobody's business. It is the
Some-
business of the organizers.
And
See,
the person
People
that was invited
people
to
that
come
came
perform.
to
okay.
a show
Uh-huh.
and they
Were
already
they
put
were
a
they-
date to a show that
they the ones that
this
signed
is
the agreement?
this is the date.
You know Kizz Daniel does not have
you
know why you're mad?
You need to
You- wait,
understand
wait.
that you
You
people
know
are going
why?
to
I
go into
understand.
business one day.
No, you don't get it. I'm not supporting.
You know why
I'm
you're
saying-
mad?
You are saying whose business is
Wait,
that?
wait,
like,
wait,
is their
wait,
business?
wait,
What are you
wait,
saying? They put their money on the ground. What are
No,
you
you
saying?
are being emotional
Wait,
right
wait.
now. Calm
I'm
down.
not being
You know why
emotional.
it's facts. Face
Wait,
facts.
You are not
Emil
facing
Lachu,
facts.
Emil
I'm
Lachu.
facing.
You're
What
not
have I
facing
what have I
facts.
said?
Bro,
Emil Lachu.
What have I been
You're
saying?
not facing facts. Okay, facts
you
is-
guys,
God.
I mean, you guys want to take it outside or what?
Wait, fact is, there are people that are paid for the show.
I know this for sure.
You
What did
know
I say?
it, but you are saying what is their
I'm
business?
saying the deed is done. If they take you to court, there are clauses in the
And this
contract.
is the greatest show.
What
This
clause?
is the clauses. No, Kizz Daniel. As soon as the camp of Kizz Daniel came out with that information, that the freeze was like, my brother promoter. You didn't say anything about this before.
And he didn't respond.
He didn't respond. He didn't say nothing.
Did he need to say something
He needed
about
to
it?
because he has been raving all night.
Tell me what that thing would have changed.
It would have changed a lot now because
Like-
now Kizz Daniel's camp said, okay, if we cannot perform, we both agree. If we cannot perform today, we will perform tomorrow.
Did they tell him?
However, no, that's what I'm saying now.
In the contract.
That is what I'm saying. If there is a clause in the contract that says, if you are not going to perform tomorrow, you will tell me beforehand.
Is there a clause in the contract that also said if they know they won't be able to perform?
No, they don't.
They don't need.
No,
Or
then he
if they didn't know. Wait.
You should have come up with a. No, you agreed.
Why didn't they come up with their own?
No, they did. They
By
did. Which
saying
is
that
if we cannot perform
If we
today,
can't perform today, we
perform
can postpone tomorrow, though.
That's it.
Wait.
That's their defense.
Was it not sensible for them
leave
to know
sense
that
out of law.
we can? No.
Sense out of law.
No.
It is what
It's-
you can prove in the court.
Wait.
That's
just
it.
You
just
can prove that one
just
too.
So we can wrap up the show.
It is
Bro,
what you can
not be
prove.
today that they go that the
Just-
same person go jail because of that thing. No,
I'm
you
just-
talk say
Calm
because
down, calm
because say
down.
this thing they clause.
Yeah, Veb,
You now
Veb,
want to
I
leave
get-
it.
I
You now
get-
say
I understand
but this
how
is the
you
clause
feel.
now. This is the clause now. I'm sorry for you, bro.
That's what I'm
wait,
saying.
Not you. I'm not sorry for. I'm sorry for.
Would you
I'm
guys
sorry.
actually always very interesting,
Yeah.
even without the camera on
Yeah.
with Veb.
Yeah.
I mean, we always go have
Oh,
different
no,
thoughts
no,
and
no, no,
opinions
no,
about
yeah.
about situations of things. You get me? So would you guys listen?
Yeah.
I'm about to wrap it up. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you,
And
thank
we
you
can
so much.
always
Reserve.
agree to disagree, right? And it has actually been a very interesting show today.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this will be the second most interesting episode.
Yeah,
having
definitely.
Veb on board. You
Yeah.
get me? So I mean, it's cool. You guys, what do you guys think about the whole situation?
What do you think?
The Kizz Daniel situation.
Let us
Do you
know.
think he was wrong or he was right? Like, at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion towards whatever situation is going on.
Def.
So we can't all agree, about a particular situation
Yeah.
all the time. That's
Yeah.
why there's diversity everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
here and there. So whatever you think, just put it under the comment, like, share, and we're gonna catch up with you next time.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
This is Subscribe. This is Verb Tripping. I'm
Yeah.
T-Bone the Great, and that's
Imiola.
Imiola.
Yeah.
Easy.
See you
Peace
guys
out.
next time. Peace.